The sun hit the sky, and it erupted in orange flames of fury. But that has nothing to do with the story that you all are about to hear. I had just received an F on my faculty land project for my favorite class, computer graphics. I was extremely pissed off because I spent at least 20 minutes on this project. I guess Mr. Ames didn't find it funny that I put his best friend, Upside Down Boy, aka the greatest Xbox player in the world, in my game as a joke. I sped away from the school in my new 1954 Ford Pinto to venture to my good friend Adam's house. On the way, I decided to whip out my new Pokemon Silver Edition and play it butt-fucking naked on my way down 360. I hit Wood Lake Parkway, pushing 275 mphs. That wasn't fast enough, so I decided to kick that fucking shit into second. Now as I turn to Sandstone Ridge, I'm going the equivalent to the speed of light. Just as I'm about to enter the cul-de-sac, the blue and red lights start flashing behind me. Seeing that this would be my 5th ticket this week, I was immediately put in a bad mood. The pig-ass motherfucker walked up to my window and asked for my license and registration. "Hold on 1 second, please, officer sack of shit," I responded. I reached down the volume knob and turned up the music to my favorite song. Well, the grand motherfucker didn't enjoy that one too much, and he asked me to get out of the car. I kindly obliged, and as I rose out of the car, I grabbed the pig bastard by his ankles. My muscles were bulging as I smashed his ass into my car in lumberjacking fashion, splitting it into 2 pieces. I took the wreckage down the street and tossed it into Stephanie Gallagher's yard, mainly because she's a useless sack of shit, and because she crashes her car so much, no one would know the difference. Satisfied, I traveled back over to Adam's house and let myself in. His pretty little cat was sitting in the doorway, and I fucking stomped that shit into oblivion. Adam was rather distraught that I wasted such a perfectly good source of animal feces. I figured maybe later he wanted to make a poo snowman or wine and dine on some cat shit. We decided to chill and just do badass shit around the house, burn ourselves, climb fucking mountains, etc. Then our day was ruined by the sound of megaphones and sirens outside of Adam's house. I guess the pompous pig brains I spilled all over the street upset the cop fuckers. Before Adam and I locked and loaded, a tiny little light bulb appeared over my head. I politely trotted to the back door with the dinner plate in my hand. I bent my Wolvercaps to a 90-degree angle and dropped a dump normal people see only in their nightmares. I slid the plate shit across the back deck and waited. A voice came over the loudspeaker from the helicopter.
"Please do not harm any more hostages."
Only those close to me know that my shooting prowess is not to be mistaken for a human head. It's actually shit from my butthole. Now that we had them distracted, we decided that it was go time. I charged out the front door and stopped. What is this? 2 cars? Only 2 cop cars? What the fuck is this? I guess they underestimated us. The helicopter had shit itself by now, but not before I could lasso it and pull it to the ground. Adam jumped on the pilot and ripped his ears off and cursed at him and laughed because he knew the pilot couldn't hear him. What a sick fucker. I shot the cop in the balls to let him die peacefully. We fled the scene and found ourselves in Rock Harbor, where our good friend Canavan lives. Before we got in the house, the cops were on our trail already. The first cop screeched to a halt and the female cops emerged from the car. Just as our friend Canavan answered the door, he sees the female cop. "Hey, cop lady, nice boobs." The cop was so appalled from the bluntness she didn't have time to react to us shooting her. Our middle school, Swift Creek Middle, had just let out, and we figured it would be better protection if we could get a bus. Adam took the wheel, and I matrix leaped it on the top of the bus, punched a hole in the roof, and started tossing kids out to free up some space for me and Adam. Adam leaped from the car, opened the door, and split the driver's cranium with the butt of his M16. We took control of the bus and drove down Hall Street towards Amelia. The cops were in pursuit, and we weren't about to stand for their bullshit. I took the wheel, and Adam headed towards the back of the bus, dual Desert Eagle in hand. He raised his hand and glanced around the windshield, quickly as the authorities pursued him. The only way to get the cops off our backs is to psych them out, of course, so we set the bus on fire. The back of the bus exploded into flames. As we sped down the road, bus aflame, Adam and I climbed onto the hood of the bus. In one swift motion, we backflipped over the bus and landed behind the cop convoy. Piece of cake. Now that we were home free, our fight didn't stop there. The cops had disrupted our day of fun, and we weren't going to let them get away with it. We had one more journey before it was all over. Police chief's house. The next night. The police chief walked around his $1 million mansion wearing a silk robe while getting a blowjob. What an arrogant bastard. Adam and I, dressed in all black, climbed up the roof. With our gear securely hooked, we crashed upside down, spinning back to back. We picked off the guards around the chief, leaving only him alive. He was in his chair, surprisingly calm, smoking a cigar. "Turn around, fuckhead," we commanded. His chair slowly squeaked around. Through the cigar with smoke, his face peered out. What? My God. No, it can't be. Garrett Vinjanovich? No, he died back in middle school. We were both awestruck. How do we compete with the great Garrett Vinjanovich? Garrett stood up out of his chair and walked over to us calmly. "I challenge you both to a duel."
Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Fight. Fatality.
It was over. We'd emerged victorious. We went back to my house and soaked in the bubble bath. It was just another day in the lives of the greatest BMFCSs to ever live.